Welcome back, Sagittarius, to the advanced reading for the month of July. Welcome back to your love reading. This is going to be the advanced video. If you have not already, make sure that you check out the original, the basic version, because I may not go into all the details from the messages that were channeled in that video, but I do want to just provide you with a quick overview. You can check out the other video, the basic video, the original one, at a later time. But just so that you understand before we get into the clarifiers, we did have inner listening as your oracle card, and this played a major role in lining up the outcome for the messages that were given. So some of them included connections in which there is a potential for in the month of July for a very quick moving, very quick, very new encounter to happen. The dates, the numbers that I gave out were the numbers 2, 8, 5, and 10. So July 2nd, 5th, 8th, and 10th are energetically supporting you for this month. Also, those may be life path numbers that are significant for you to understand and be in awareness of. So we did have here a current situation or recent past in which there is some disappointment or dissatisfaction, discontentment, really feeling unsatisfied, feeling emotionally unfulfilled, or there's something lacking. There really is something missing, okay? And you know exactly what this is about. You know exactly what this is all about. Okay. And just so you see here, we have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So with the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups in reverse, these are the cards that are prophetic, meaning when the Wheel of Fortune turns, this is what will happen. Okay, this is, like I said, a rushing in of ultimate fulfillment here. I did discuss a very specific message for one of you regarding, and this was a purely sexuality energy, the energy of someone who may not be completely straight, I want to say, and someone who goes from normally seeing one gender to maybe to another this month. That is what I'm seeing here. There is also another very specific channel message for someone out there regarding having lots of options and being in a situation where there's about 5 to 10 people who may be interested in you, Sagittarius. And there's the energy of not necessarily feeling the same way, but just you being the type of person just tending to attract lots of people. There was also a message about work. There was a message about having ultimate fulfillment. There was also a message about potentially following through on a project or something that you're working on. And this could even be in a relationship, for example, working on communication or working on trust. And really, if you follow through with that, there's a potential here for this outcome card here for you. Okay. So that's what I had. So let's clarify the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Right away, we have 8 of Wands and the Justice. And what do we have? We have 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So what's in store for you is for things to work in your favor in terms of communicating. And I'm channeling this very specific message. There is some situation in which, and Scorpio had something very similar, but this is about you knowing what you deserve, you knowing what you want, you knowing the potential for you to have everything you could possibly wish for, and knowing that you deserve to have it. You deserve to have that true joy, and really communicating that in a way that's fair. Okay, meaning having a conversation, an honest conversation. And this isn't just making a brash statement, something along the lines of, well, if you can't make me happy, I know someone else will. Okay, you may know that, but the divine is supporting you this month and in helping you in terms of your communication and being able to communicate that in a way that really honors someone else and honors their time and their effort and their presence and their energy. Okay, so even if things don't seem to work out with one person, and you may know that, yes, it is possible you could be happier with someone else, but it's the energy of not necessarily pushing you towards really outright saying something like that. It's communicating in a way that's really fair and respectful, and respecting that person's divinity and really their role in your life, because everyone who crosses your path, it always has a purpose. And like I said, on the 5th of July, the 8th of July, and the 10th of July, those are prime dates for communicating anything it is that you want to tell someone or talk to someone about. Let's clarify the 5 of Cups, please. 5 of Cups. Okay, we are moving very quickly here, so I'm going to take all the cards, of course. We have King of Swords, we have 2 of Wands. This is about, potentially, obviously, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It could also be a fire sign, okay? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. If it's an Aquarius, I do feel the need to channel something very specific message. There is something that you're not seeing or something that you're not understanding, okay? There's some confusion about something, okay? And I want you to know that the on the 4th of July, things are going to become a little bit more clear for you. And like I said, I tend to recommend that you write things down when you're watching my readings. I apologize if I'm speaking very quickly. I just want to get as many messages out as possible. So on the 4th of July, there's a potential to receive communication or to engage in a conversation, specifically with someone who is an Aquarius or who has Aquarius in their birth chart. Okay. And this conversation is going to be life-changing. This conversation is going to be life-changing. It's even going to challenge your perspective, challenge the way that you see your world. And it doesn't have to be in the sense of your world, like the whole world, the way your outlook is on life, but your world in terms of romance, your world in terms of how you understand intimacy. Okay, so that's there. Um, and I did say it's going to change your life, and I'm just now seeing we have the Tower card here. Foundation, your foundational beliefs. Really, it's going to challenge this conversation that you have with this Aquarius. It's going to really challenge, and change your understanding of what true happiness is, what that looks like. Okay, what looks like misery for one person is really true joy for another person. So this is that type of conversation that almost puts you in a point where all of your filters, all of your domestication, all of your programming starts to kind of fall away even more. Okay. And you may be one of those people who are a little bit more spiritually in tune, okay? And you may have done a lot of work on yourself. You may be very involved in meditation. You may even be a healer yourself, or a psychic or intuitive yourself. You have very powerful abilities to work with the spiritual world, okay? But there are 2 things that you're not seeing. One of them is the opportunity in itself, okay? One of them is an opportunity in itself, and the other is about and interesting. Something is really coming together now. I'm getting for one of you this there is an air sign who you're still kind of friends with or still in the talking stages with, and there's an opportunity to be with them. I'm just going to be honest. There's a romantic opportunity to kind of take the next step with someone who's kind of just been a friend. And I'm getting a very specific message. There is one of you out there who this person, the reason why you've kept someone, and you know who they are, this person in this friend zone, I guess. And it's not for a lack of, I'm sure you've thought of them in a romantic sense here and there, but things never really move forward because this is someone who they may either not be as attractive as some of the other people you may be interested in, or this is just the energy of someone who is, it seems like they're still kind of getting their ish together. Like someone who's not completely financial stable, someone who's maybe kind of like still living with their parents. I want to say, no judgment. I'm just telling you exactly what it is, the visions that I'm seeing. I'm seeing different types of people right now. And it's really mostly energy also that I'm feeling of someone who is not quite yet completely independent. Okay, and this could be spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. Okay, it's not completely independent yet. And that lack of independence and also lack of I want to say also another very specific message. There's someone who is in terms of like job wise, their job is a little bit menial. Okay. By menial, I don't mean it to be derogatory. I just mean it's a very simple job. This is like a type of like minimum wage type of job, and it's the energy of kind of like looking at your other suitors and saying, oh, I don't really know if I feel safe moving forward with this person because I don't know if they can take care of me financially. Okay, and this isn't for all of you. Like I said, it's a very specific message for only a few of you. But like I said, you are this month, you have the ability to, especially you may be kind of, some of you are still in hermit energy from March and most of spring. Okay, some of you may really still be in that hermit energy where you're still kind of introspective. Okay, but the minute you put yourself out there, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, this is so much attention. I was not anticipating this. The minute you do put yourself out there, because while you were in that hermit mode, you were manifesting. Okay, your energy centers were quite literally building up so much energy, and boom, the minute you put yourself out there and you're open to attracting love, you're just gonna be getting, especially this month, there's just gonna be so many potentials that you don't even know what to do with it. And you really do have to kind of critically look at the way that this person is in this Two of Wands illustration here, looking at the world, really critically looking and saying, okay, this is an opportunity here. Okay. But one of the questions will be, okay, but is this from the divine? Is this opportunity, is this person I'm connected with now? Are they my soulmate? Are they my twin flame? Is this the person I'm truly destined to be with? That's a very important question to ask, because it really doesn't matter how many suitors you may have. What it comes down to, what I'm getting really is that your alignment vibrationally, there is a desire there. There is a desire to really kind of find that person and be in awareness that that person is meant to be in your life. Is meant to be in your life. Let's get an outcome card out. Spirits, guides, universe, divine. Nine of Cups wanted to come out, but let's see. Spirits, guides, universe. Star wanted to come out as well. Aquarius. Interesting. I'm getting also another specific message of like, you've met your match. I'm really not sure what that's about. Okay, and honestly, one of these people who you are energetically, and when I say energetically, I mean you at some point you've exchanged energy on a deep level. It could be in an intimate way, like a deeply passionate intimate way. Physically, at some point you've connected with them, and now guess what, permanently you're energetically not like now just going to be connected to them because that exchange has happened. And energy never dies. I don't know if you're aware of that. So, King of Cups here and the Devil card. So, clearly, especially, who is this? I don't know who this water sign is, who this Capricorn is, but they are obsessed. They're obsessed with you. Oh my goodness. There's there's the energy supporting you this month. I am not kidding, Sagittarius. If you have that desire to really be committed to just one person and you want that person to be like the one, you're being supported this month, okay? However, the word of caution is like that bright light that attracts like all kinds of, insects, right? You attract all kinds of different creatures, okay? And one of them is not really as easily able to let go and move on from you. And there's a reason for that. I'm just curious, so I want to see another cup. Ace of Cups. Okay, so when you interact with this person, you make them feel like this overflowing cup, Ace of Cups. The amount of attention And you may not even think of it as, "Oh, well, to you, it's maybe just, "Oh, well, I was just nice to them, or I just smiled at them, or I was just kind to them," or really, like, it's like we went on one day or we talked once. But but the effect that you had on this person was just so intense that guess what? Now they cannot stop thinking about you. They cannot let go. Even after you move on and you kind of find your person. Just throwing that out there. So now you know. All right. So, and then as far as the outcome, there is that there of this very emotionally mature. There's a masculine energy there, but of course it doesn't have to be. This could be a female. But there is an energy here. This is a cup, so it's emotions, obviously. About really locking someone down here. Okay, that's the energy. Okay, of 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 locking someone down, just like that. And it's an emotionally locking down. It's an emotional sense of someone feeling like there really is no one else. There really is no other choice, um, but you. And it's to the point where the level of commitment, we're not seeing a hierophant here. We're not seeing Two of Cups. We're not seeing the Lover's card. We are seeing the King of Cups and the Devil card, which, as those of you who are familiar with tarot know, this has nothing to do with the actual devil. This is quite simply just the energy of being restricted, being limited. But when you put it in this context, right, that's the whole point of watching readings as someone who is a tarot reader themselves or someone who's familiar with the occult is relying on the energy of the reader to provide you. So your benefit out of this is getting the energy that I'm channeling at this moment. And I am telling you, this dynamic specifically is about someone getting into the emotionality of committing in a sense where it's a different type of energy of commitment. It's not that hierophant, but it is commitment. It is a locking down, a committing, but it's to the extent where it's obsessive, and that's neither good nor bad. It's just it is what it is. It's that energy of someone who is so committed to you that not only are they committed to you, faithful to you, but they worship you. They're obsessed with you. Everything that you do, they think very highly of you. They can't stop thinking about you, okay? It's voluntarily limiting themselves to it's the energy of they change their schedules and they change their plans to accommodate you. It's the energy of changing things in their lives to accommodate you, okay? But it's all free will. It's all voluntary. It's not like there's some sort of spell. And I mean, honestly, they could feel like it's at times, especially with this card, it could feel like there's an outside influence possibly, or like it could be magical, like it's magic spell. But no, it's not. It's just that you've made such an impact on them and you're so intertwined energetically that they feel like pulled towards you. Okay. And the type of commitment that they want to have is, in a sense, they really don't want anyone else involved. So be careful with that because if you're interested in open relationships, that person who's going to show up this month, who is your person, if you're ready for that, if you're ready for that soulmate, okay? They'll show up. And this person is not going to want to share you with anyone, Sagittarius. They're really not. This is someone who, yeah, King of Cups. They want something serious. And like I had said in the basic reading, with the 10 of Cups here, this is telling you once that Wheel of Fortune turns and the timing is right, okay, the complete emotional fulfillment of having that person, having your person, having that monogamous relationship is the opportunities there. And you're being supported this month, okay? That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I am very curious and interested in seeing how this develops for you. So please keep me updated. You can send an email to seedtarot@gmail.com if you have any more questions, or if you'd like to let me know how things are going for you. I always love hearing about that, as well as subscribing so that you can always be notified when I upload a reading. I will be doing an August reading and every month, depending on the time availability and really honestly the demand of it. I may or may not do weeklies or dailies. I really have to see. Right now my attention is being diverted towards some other projects here that I want to get started for you, and one of them is, so Amazon Prime is allowing Sea Tarot to do a sound bowl video. So we're going to be hosting, or they essentially they're going to distribute our videos, and they're going to be sound bowl, sound bath. So musicals, it's a quartz crystal in which, um basically I play them, and that sound, that vibration can be very healing, very healing. It's unlike any other type of musical instrument. It's a crystal, okay? So it's got some additional powers and abilities, especially when it hits the ears. So the physical body can benefit from hearing those sound bowl vibrations. So what we're wanting to do is to get a bunch of sound bath experiences uploaded for Amazon Prime Video. And so that should be coming out, launching this month. So, like I said, lots of energy directed in that aspect, as well as so Spotify is allowing Seed to do a podcast, and so we've got some audio tracks of positive affirmations, and we've got hypnosis and a few introductory videos to some of the other things that we have going on for Seed Tarot. So I invite you to check out all of those things. Details are in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me, Sagittarius. I enjoy interacting with your energy. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Be blessed and be well. Until next time.